so bad, he's not.
Level 5! Level 5!
Mean something!
We're Raging Rolls, a bunch of nerdy-ass Aussies who get together when we can to play Dungeons & Dragons, try out voices, and have a whole lot of chaotic fun. We stream on Twitch on Thursday nights, with the VOD available immediately after broadcast. A shorter form of our shows are available on YouTube the following week. If you enjoy what we do, hit that follow button or even subscribe to show your support for the stream and share your feedback with us.
Let's go!
Okay, picking back up as the group have arrived at Targos, having picked up Beatrice and Greykov just prior to leaving Bremen. You arrive at the gates of Targos, this semi-walled town that you know all too well, and entering in there is not a lot of hustle and bustle, but there are some people walking around starting to go about their day, looking around to see a lot of construction or a lot of clearing of debris going on from where a few places have burnt down in recent weeks.
There's no, like, wanted posters up or anything, right?
Hey, Slide's in the clear. She wasn't part of the party.
You can make a perception check if you like, Jorgen.
Starry slow. That's a 7.
Nothing jumps out at you.
This is fine. We're welcome here.
Would Beatrice have been avoiding Sly for the entire trip?
I have very conflicted feelings, so until we sort of decide what it is that we're going to do with you, probably.
Okay.
Walking onwards through Targos, you see familiar streets. You see the street that was off to your left, which had that burnt out house. You see another street further on as you continue walking, which led down to Russell's Tavern, and another street where a lot of the rubble exists right now, which is the street you fled from, having been here previously.
Just side note. Would it be worth collecting some of that really highly flammable powder? Is that the kind of thing that is just...
Red dust?
Yeah. Don't breathe it in, don't touch it, put it in a jar.
It was very effective, and I think we're going to come across many enemies that require a firm head to deal with.
So you want to go get some red shit?
We probably need to get some jars before we go scraping red shit.
I'd imagine you guys have a few vials on you. Mm-hmm.
DM, can you disable subscriber only chat, please?
Getting complaints?
Yep.
I can.
But
there we go.
That doesn't have to be the main focus. It's just a side note that we should do that before we leave.
Wait, so what happened when you guys were... When you here last... I've never been in Targos before. Is there anything particular to see, or...?
I mean, like, there's all of the buildings that I burnt down. There's the mayor that ousted.
I mean, buildings could burn down at any time. No one's indicating anything happened.
That building burnt down, not of its own accord, but it's then covered in this really highly explosive red powder. Worth grabbing some on the way out, but it's also haunted or creepy as shit.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you have a cleric with you this time.
Absolutely.
I think I wanted to take another look around that building anyway. It might be nice to have some means to do so.
Heading onward towards what you now know to be called Sigrid Snowshadow's house. You see that same kind of ashen black place, and there's no footprints anywhere near it. But as you do step forwards into the premises,
Well, Sly, what vibe does this place give off?
Birds. Hang on. Let me hang on. Let me
Put on your cleric pants.
It's unicorns.
Why, Gregov? Wow, looks like you guys had a wild party here last time. Really, brought the place down.
Zane touched the door and ran off screaming uncontrollably.
Little bitch.
Well, if you want some space to deal with this, I need to go to the shop and buy more arrows. So.
So Sly puts the puppet away. Hang on a second. Let me just rub my hands together, and I will cast Turn Undead, just in case, to get rid of the vibe. If there is anything that is undead in that house, just to clear it out so that the party is safe if they want to investigate the house.
It's just like I've been in here already before, and I just wanted to have a bit of a look around. I know where the stuff is. Like, I'm happy to go and get it. I just
Can you put
something
the,
in the back of my noodle.
Can you put Turn Undead
We
in the
need
chat?
company. I'm trying to remember if this is a place that will make mincemeat of someone if they go in by themselves.
Turn Undead is in the chat, DM.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, no one should be left alone with Sly.
I'm
a menace.
fine. I've got the. I know
With Sly
the
or with
menace.
Dan?
Okay, cool.
Both.
Your Turn Undead, you cast it, you don't feel like there was anything that was impacted by that.
There's a curse on the, like, there's still that aura.
Yeah, there's still very much that vibe coming from the house, and it depends if you guys want to go in or not.
Do you guys have detect vibe?
Can I walk up? I know that there's no more door in the door frame, but can I put my hand on the door frame and cast Remove Curse?
Nice.
Yes, you can.
Is that a new toy?
Yes, it's a level 3 spell.
I didn't know that. Okay. I thought it was level 5 for some reason. I have an idea for later.
Remove Curse. What does Remove Curse do? Give me the
It's in the chat!
No,
Just
the
remove-
heading's in the chat.
Nothing's in the chat. Okay. It removes all curses forever. No more curses in the
Then-
entire game.
Within a mile radius.
And they've solved the problem. Oh, everything's done.
Mylorna disappears.
What do you touch? I can touch all curses affecting one creature or object and... Okay, great.
Well, technically the house is one whole object.
Technicality. Okay, cool. The as you perform your Remove Curse, there are certain aspects of the house which seem to diminish. You're unsure as to how extensive or how impactful that spell has been, to what extent, but it has had some effect.
I see. Well, I'm going in.
Do you want to do your thing first before we attempt any red powder retrieval? Because I figured that could go. It can go south on us.
Yeah, I don't want the house to burn down. I want to go back around to sort of like where I'd found the book last time in that house and sort of see if there's any other kind of like journals or notes. I know it was like really, really badly burnt and everything. But just like something more, because it's been the only place that we've found any kind of occult information.
Okay.
And like, there's like a web of connections, and there's just threads that are just out of my grasp, and it's the only thing I can think of.
Alright, you make your way into this room to the left. I think that was where the book was found, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's go with that. Give me an investigation check.
If you are willing, Sly will go with you and offer guidance.
No, I'm good. Thanks. Sorry. Not with what I read in that book. Absolutely not. I want you to have nothing to do with it.
The slide just stands there, hands in pocket.
I'm just concerned. Like, I know it's not Sly's fault, but also, like, I don't want to give Mylorna any more power over the situation or any gains and anything that you, as Sly might know, Mylorna might know, and Beatrice is not really willing to take that risk. That's a 19!
19. Let's. What's there? You see, without looking around, underneath some more rubble, not so much a book or a journal, but a fairly well-preserved painting. And the painting looks remarkably familiar. It looks like a humanoid cat. It looks like one that's large and fluffy, and one that you would recognize. Looks like Jorgen.
No.
What now?
I'm going to pick it up. Is there anything on the back of the frame? Is there
No.
an inscription or a note or an
Nothing.
author's signature? Or
Is it
Nothing.
like a Hogwarts moving one?
is it? It's just a regular Jorgen, not a moving Jorgen.
It's a regular Jorgen.
Regular Jorgen. Okay, well, I'm going to
That's
take my regular Jorgen. I'm going to take him out the front, and I'm going to be like, "It's not what I expected to find. This
Is
is
it
quite a likeness, think you not?"
Is it dashing?
I'll hold it up and I'll just show you.
The moment you show Jorgen, like, it begins to mirror him exactly.
That's creepy.
That's freaky.
Fucking hate that.
It's like just Jorgen's like, and then the portrait's like,
That's a
So it's a
party.
Huh?
Did you say
why
something?
are you here,
Portrait.
Jorgen? Why is your likeness in this abode?
I don't know, and I don't like it. I have no idea why someone would paint a picture of me.
Make a perception check, Jorgen. And Beatrice. You can help or roll independently.
What's your perception? Gosh.
It's not a shit roll.
Mine was not good. Mine was 12.
Mine
As
was 18.
so, Jorgen, as Beatrice is holding up and then starts to, like, put it back down, you catch a glance of this portrait where you just see your image run out of the frame. And behind this image, you can just see off in the distance a small tabaxi. Back to you, sitting down cross-legged.
Run that past me one more time. As the painting's been put down, the portrait runs off.
The you in the portrait runs off.
Exit stage left.
Exit
Yeah.
stage left, and a small, like, in the distance picture is that of a small young tabaxi sitting down cross-legged,
So basically hidden by the portrait.
hidden by the portrait.
Do I recognize that tabaxi as being the same one painted in the hag's cottage?
Make an intelligence check. Or a
Oh, that-
history check. We all call.
Will Jorgen accept some guidance from Sly?
Do you know that I need it?
Yeah, it's just like every time someone looks like they're thinking, Slash is like, guidance,
Yeah.
guidance, I'm so helpful, guidance.
Be like, what the fuck?
Or is the guidance just you see unicorns pop up over the shoulder? Can I help?
Yeah. You
I
know, I
don't
can use
need
some help.
It would be 19 plus a d4.
Yeah,
It's just added 2.
the image you see jogs all these connections in that it looks the same as the painting you saw in that weird little hut. It looks the same and reminds you of the dream you had only a few nights before. You've seen this individual more and more.
Is it firing any connection other than just seeing the same thing over and over? Like, is it building a sense of why or what this might mean?
Make an insight check.
Hey, can I be of any assistance?
Can you? It's not gonna. It's an 11.
With a D4.
Again, it
With a D4.
That's 7 plus 4.
it feels like there is some personal connection here. It's still foggy. You can't quite make that connection crystal clear, but it feels like there's something personal here.
DM, do any of the background images besides the little kitty cat that proves that everywhere across the multiverse people are obsessed with cat pics, do I recognize any of the landscape?
In the picture?
Yes. In the background of the picture.
Or make it into a history check.
I shall do that. I will also just... Beep. History with a D4. Hey! 3 with a nat 1.
It's got mystery.
Wait, no, so it's a 19 plus 3, it's 22.
Your rolls are still on private for some reason.
They're still on self-roll.
Self-roll means only you can see it. I can't see it.
Well then, let's go public roll, and I'll do it again.
Yeah, you see one of the mountains off in the distance. Like, even though it looks like a blurred picture, like just the shape of it, the angles of the peaks of the mountains, it looks like some place you've been before. It looks familiar. It kind of makes you feel like a name of a mountain you heard someone mention to you called Mount Solkara.
That's Mount Solkara.
Do I have any connection to Mount Solkara?
It does not ring any bells for you at all.
I also have no idea why my portrait is hiding in or is stored in a burnt out house of evil.
The Mount Solkara, was that on this plane, or was that...
No.
Was that in Avernus?
Yep.
That mountain there, and I point at the picture, that's in Avernus. That's in the Nine Hells.
Sorry, this is a picture of Jurgen when he visited the Nine Hells?
This is all very convoluted.
Hold on. I'm hearing
Jurgen,
nine hells and 9 lives, right? I'll see that numerical correlation.
I think you might be onto something, B.
Yes, I thought so.
Tabaxi have nothing to do with hell that I know of.
Hey, it's Jorgen's butt!
Although all cats are tiny demons.
I mean, well, demons are different than devils, but anyway, yeah. But Jorgen, you've been to the Hells?
Nope. None of this is making any sense to me. I don't know.
Do you have any family?
I mean, we have a tribe. I have parents.
Do you have any children?
Sly, make a wisdom save.
Story? Oh.
Does he get to roll with advantage now that he has a puppet?
No. Should be
The
disadvantage.
puppet does not show any wisdom.
The puppet does shit.
Jorgen!
Yes,
Puppet's
sorry.
funny.
Do you have any children?
No. Not that I know of.
I mean, is your tribe safe, Jurgen?
As far as I know, I have no.
When's the last time you
siblings.
spoke to them?
I have no. Several years.
Make a
since I
history
was,
check, Jorgen. Make a history check.
Evicted.
Yeah, is your tribe with my 26, my mental fortitude with the puppet has helped me. Is your tribe from around up here, or are they from somewhere else?
Jorgen, you try to remember your tribe, but it feels like everything up until a certain point in time when you found yourself wandering towards Bremen is just missing.
I can't remember.
Is then you had too many whiskeys, or
No,
you can't
just-
remember?
I remember the concept of a tribe. And the concept of family. I just can't remember detail.
Beatrice, has he had a whammy put on him? I don't have any prepared that can help me to determine that.
A what? Did you say?
A whammy.
A what?
A whammy. You know when you can
Don't
like
use the
put
same
list
word.
people. Has he been charmed or anything like that to make him forget who he is? I don't have anything prepared for today.
Maybe he is like Jason Bjorn. And he is
Yes, very cool. Give me a perception check, please. Oh, actually, no. Who has high passive perception?
Yeah.
I do.
I have Dispel
Tobin does.
Magic, and I have Remove Curse.
Okay.
So,
Tobin and Sly, you pick up the sound of scratching from a distant room, from another room in his house. Scratching and almost chittering. Not so much that of a cat, but like a low guttural growl followed by occasional screech as things potentially, making conflicting sounds.
Be careful
Are
here.
you-
This last time we were here, we got eaten by a mimic.
Yeah, I
Right, you,
side eye Tolbin.
Hear that?
Yeah, I know. That
You're gonna come for a walk.
I mean, we're very squishy, and we don't have our paladin with us, so fuck it, let's do it.
Speak for yourself. I'm far from squishy, buddy.
Yeah, I also can't turn into a dire wolf
That's your own problem.
as we're walking in.
just be careful of the chests with like teeth. In this.
Well, yeah, I think
that's
isn't
right.
that a given as they walk in following Tolbin?
You walk into the next room and then you see off to your left just two like small white winged creatures just drop from the ceiling and dart at you, and you hear this as two things come flying towards you.
more imps.
Ah,
Ice Memphis. Walking in Memphis.
The Elvises.
The blue suede shoes.
Whoa, go.
roll some initiative.
Let's do it.
Is it
Is
just
there
you
a
two?
way to get grayscale off the map, DM?
Light a torch. This is all
I
night
have dark
vision.
vision.
Dark vision means you can see in black and
Are
white.
we at nighttime?
Open rolls.
Everything's
It's always
nighttime.
nighttime.
Everything is always nighttime.
I don't know where am I? Am I over here? Where's Tolbin? Where am I? I don't know what room I'm meant to be in, DM.
Yeah, that one. Sorry, I meant to drag you there before.
That one. Okay.
So have they wandered off far from the group?
No, that's let's
They're
do
about
the walk.
15 feet, so if you would have gone in with Beatrice and that, Jorgen, you would be over here, unless you're at the front.
No.
Skulls.
Yeah.
Beatrice discovered the painting.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Jorgen.
I
As
have
these
opened
things
skulls.
come down, I will just yell out, "No fire!" After hearing everyone say, "No, be careful. This stuff is very explosive,"
Oh,
and I don't feel like being burnt tonight.
Okay, Tolman, you're up first. As two of these creatures start to drop from the ceiling and start to fly off in your direction.
Is my initial thought that they are attacking? Is that my initial kind of? I know we're in.
Yes. It looks
It's
like
weird,
they're flying down.
attacking. Okay, cool. Then I will. As soon as I see them attacking, I'm just gonna leap and midair turn into a direwolf.
Mm-hmm.
My wild shapes, and then I will bite the nearest one. So are they in the next room? Is that them in the next room?
Yes, that's right. You can see them coming in from this room up to the north.
I will. I'll go direwolf, run into this room, and just jump and leap at the fight. The first one that I see.
Okay. That'll be this one here, or whatever one you want to hit. Just give us an attack.
What?
It's a terrible song for this combat.
It's very quiet.
That is a
Some silver for monsters.
11 to hit.
11 hits. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? I'm going to do a solid 11 points of damage. Sorry, 7 points of damage. And it needs to make a DC 13 saving throw, otherwise it is going to be prone.
A DC what? 17?
13. It's in the chat, you can just hit the button.
Oh, there it is. My bad.
Oh,
Oh,
that doesn't look great. So that bad boy will be will fall to the ground with
it does.
my jaw around its throat, and I just kind of bash it into the ground and stand above it and growl.
Excellent. Okay, which brings us to... Oh, anything else?
I just want to clarify with my positioning. I'm kind of blocking the doorway, but Sly could come past me if Sly wanted to. That makes sense.
Okay.
And you wolf transformed, didn't you?
I am a wolf, yes.
What did you get?
I want to know where all these vocalists came from. How are they in this house?
I don't know why the polymorph doesn't work. Did it work? Not polymorph. Yes, it
I'm
did.
a wolf.
Wild shape. Yep, that's the one. Okay. One of you see, now that you're in that room, Tolman, that you see another couple of icicles hanging from the ceiling, and you watch as one of them starts to like just transform. You see these wings sort of pop out of it for its head tilt up at you. And it is going to attack you.
Certainly try.
It's going to move forward
Can't see shit.
to there. It's going to then use its frost breath.
Nice.
To hit you, and can you make a dex save, please?
Dex save. Certainly can. That is a 6 for an 8 total.
8. That ice hits you. It just kind of freezes all your fur on your coat for 5 points of damage. Or very, very cold damage.
In Tolban form, cold damage is not something I'm all that bothered by. Does that carry over to wolf form?
Probably not. Whatever your wolf form says.
Okay. I've got it as a it's a part of my backstory.
Yeah, I know.
The right type of move.
Sure.
Question for anyone else on the DM committee here. Would that carry over? A cold resistance?
Some of the things that you have as embedded to your character will carry over, so you've got particular stats that do. But I don't know, is the answer.
You guys are much nicer DMs than I am, because technically he's a different form.
I would say.
Cool.
But
And I will take 5 points of damage.
don't know.
Okay, alright. That's its turn. It is... Where are we? Greykov's up.
Cool. I will, hearing a bit of a kerfuffle, I will run through this way. Is this a hole in the wall just here in front of me? Can I squeeze through that?
The whole thing is pretty much rubble and ruin.
And is that like a decent thing to hide behind? This, if I can ping it. Hang on, can I ping it?
I can see where your cursor is.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, it's
This,
a
piece of wood.
fairly good chunk of debris there. It's all lots of areas to hide in this place.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. So 5, 10, 25. I've got 10 more feet of movement to play with. I'm gonna hide with a stealthy.
I'm watching the DM frantically try to get like the music
Oh,
correct for this
I
battle.
did a break of stealth move. Anyway,
Did you roll the 1?
2.
A 2 for 12.
And I'm just gonna poke my head up from wherever I'm hiding behind, if I am, and see if I can hit the creature that is waiting the wings.
That one
At
there?
the back. Yeah,
Yep.
no, the one in the back.
That one you can't recognize to be a creature. That one currently looks like it's just a icicle.
Alright, I'll hit the one that's here then.
That's just rude.
I will longbow attack. Do I have advantage with my excellent 12?
Unfortunately not.
Aww. That is okay.
That is okay.
Damage. Ooh, it is 10 damage. Piercing damage, if that matters. And
Thanks so much for sticking with us. If you missed anything, our VOD will be available after we finish up the broadcast, or over on our YouTube channel next week. If you like the kind of chaos we sow, be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe. We love to see those numbers tick up, and we appreciate every single one. You can also find us on Patreon, where we post one-shots and insights into our campaigns and streams. And check out our podcast, available on Spotify and everywhere you find good podcasts. As always, we love your feedback. Drop us a comment or join our Discord and roll with the Raging Rolls.